My name is Ryan Kavanaugh. I'm a Station North graduate, and for the past 6.5 years, I've been lucky enough to make my living in the musical theater industry.
Over the years, I've been a bit of a jack of all trades in the business. I've been lucky enough to perform in countless productions, choreograph productions, and even teach theater education in venues and schools from all over.
If I've learned anything throughout my years in the business, it's that auditioning can be a confusing and considerably stressful time for everybody involved. So, that's why I'm coming to you today with some insider tips and tricks on how to best prepare for your audition so you can book a job in a theater just like this one. Let's get started!
Choosing the right song. What's appropriate or healthy for my voice?
First and foremost, we want to make sure that the songs in our audition books are songs that are for your voice. Yes, we love listening to and singing along to Broadway stars belting their faces off, but is that what's healthy or appropriate for your audition? For our audition, we want to show off content that you could practically sing in your sleep, things that you are 100% confident on. You shouldn't bring in songs that have notes that you can only hit on a good day, or it comes out 50% of the time. Confidence is key, right? So lead with that. We want to be focused on telling the story of a song, so if we're too busy or worried thinking about notes we have to hit, we're not really focused on anything at all.
Emotional connections to your song versus I sound good.
An emotional or a personal connection to a specific character or song can improve your performance instead of just picking any old song that you just may sound nice on. Pick something that you can relate to. Pick something you love to sing. If you feel strongly about equality, maybe sing something from Ragtime. If you have a passion for music, maybe pick something from Bandstand. If there's a character that loves the same things that you do, or has a story that's relevant to the way that you grew up, take that and run with it. If you have an undying infatuation for something and want to let it soar, there's no better way than to let it happen truthfully than to sing about it.
What songs are safe to sing?
Believe it or not, there are some songs that casting teams don't want you to sing. There's a dreaded list of sorts that you shouldn't bring into the room. That list includes. Did you get that? These songs are either generic, overdone, or just hard for a piano player to play on the spot. Teams will even hear these songs on the same day, even sometimes within the same hour. Choosing overused material is going to put you at a big disadvantage. It's also smart to stay away from songs with excessive profanity or sexual innuendos, or songs from a current Broadway show. Well, nothing's running on Broadway right now, but you know what I mean. It's even smart to stay away from songs that have made famous by a specific artist. Like Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Don't sing that.
Matching your audition song to your audition.
Say you're going in for an audition for Jesus Christ Superstar. Now that's a rock opera, with lots of rock and roll and pop flair. Do you think it would be acceptable to bring in something from The Sound of Music? No. No, it wouldn't be. It's best to match your audition songs to the genre of the show that you're doing. Something with rock and pop flair, you could go with something from Hair, or Next to Normal, or even Buddy Buddy Andrew Jackson. Or if you have a Golden Age audition, think more in that realm of Fiddler on the Roof, or The Music Man, or Guys and Dolls. Sometimes, if it's applicable, it helps to sing a song by the same composer of the musical you're auditioning for. So you have an audition for a Rodgers and Hammerstein show. Let's go back to Sound of Music. Maybe you could sing something from South Pacific, or Carousel, or Oklahoma, or even The King and I.
Making your audition a performance. Building the story and arc of your song.
So you've gotten to the point where you can sing your audition song forwards, backwards, double speed, in a different language, and even in your sleep. You don't have to think about it anymore. The notes just come out. Now what do we do? Let's look at the story that your song is telling. We create an arc with our acting. We want to make a distinct beginning, middle, and end of our arc. Your approach should be that your character has changed when you're done singing. They should be in a different spot mentally or emotionally from when they started. Maybe they learned something. Maybe they're done with the problem that they had. Maybe they were singing to a loved one. Or maybe they were professing things that they really have always wanted.
Who are you singing to?
Depending on what kind of song it is, cast somebody in your head that you're singing to. I Want songs are stories of you expressing your dreams. So who are you comfortable sharing your biggest aspirations with? A best friend? A significant other? A parent? A teacher? You're gushing and venting your inner desires. So try to picture a smiling face of someone you trust looking back at you as you tell them all you want. An I'm Hurt song could be someone you don't like or someone you felt has wronged you. Ever think of the perfect thing to say even after you've had an argument with someone? Well, now's your chance. Let that person have it. I love songs can go either way. It can be sung to the person you have all of these feelings for, or maybe you haven't even told that person, so it's a secret that you're sharing to a good friend. I Learned Something songs are a little tough because usually they're introspective. They're conversations with ourselves. Whatever you do not sing to someone on the audition team. Take it just like you're on stage. You don't pick somebody in the front row and deliver the entire show to them. You pick the whole house and deliver it to them without acknowledging the audience.
Managing expectations depending on who you choose.
So I've chosen somebody in our head to sing to, right? How do you think that person that you chose is going to react to your words? Well, how do you feel when talking to different people in real life? Comfort and safety play into this. How does that change your demeanor? Or for example, if you had to deliver bad news to a friend, you'd be a little more relaxed, you'd be a little cool with it. If you had to deliver bad news to your boss or a teacher, you'd be more anxious, maybe even a little bit scared. The different people we choose plays a big role into our delivery.
Sheet Music 101. How long should I sing?
Casting teams don't want you to sing an entire song. They want your best 16 or 32 bars. But what does that even mean, right? Let's take a look at the sheet music. Let's take a closer look at the sheet music.
Okay, back to first grade math. Let's count, alright? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So that was 16 bars. If you know what 16 is, you could probably find out what 32 is. Now, be mindful of your song's tempo. If it's a slower song, you don't need to sing 32 bars. The team will get what they need from 16. But let's just say you have a fast patter song that doesn't showcase a lot in 16 bars. Then 32 would be your best bet. Some audition moderators will indicate if the audition team specifically wants a strict 16 or not. If you're told to keep it to 16, keep it to 16. How to correctly mark your music. Make sure you use a copy that's printed. You don't want a handwritten piece of sheet music or an aesthetic piece either. Your sheet music should have the vocal line and the piano lines in the music. Do not go in with just the vocal line, because then your accompanist won't know what to play. And don't go in with just the piano line either, because your accompanist won't know how to follow you while you sing. Generally, most audition cuts don't start at the beginning of the song. So what you're going to do is clearly indicate which measure you're starting on. Then, make sure you clearly indicate the same way where you're going to end your cut. Keep in mind if you want to measure or two before your cut, or if you're going to start right on it. How to organize your audition book. You're going to want to put your sheet music in plastic covers and alphabetize your songs. Dividers in between each song is helpful, and you can even separate the styles of songs in your book. For example, everything in your Golden Age section is alphabetized and separated, and so are your contemporary selections, and so are your pop rock selections. Alright guys, that's all the time we have today for working on audition prep. Keep an eye out for next week's video that will go over all the work we can do during the audition. See you then!